Welcome, people of YouTube and podcast land. This is Rangerverse second try. You may have watched or listened to Rangerverse first version, which was a really cool little quirky D&D campaign that I created with me, Anthony, Brandon, and a few other people I found online. That obviously petered out. This is Rangerverse D&D full on. I promise you, Scout's honor, that this is going to last. For those of you who don't know, my name is Trevor Golding. I will be your DM for this session. And now, clockwise.
Hello, my name is Jack. I'm a turtle, and I've come to the town to find Ninjor. And the monk says it's time to find your own life and path. So I'm out adventuring and maybe trying to get details on where Ninjor might be so I can find him and thank him for everything he's done for me.
Brandon?
I'm Brandon. I play Cranston, like Billy Cranston, but he just goes by the last name Cranston. And I'm in this town because, I've been tracking down a cult of Nihilok worshippers, like the villains from Samurai, and I'm trying to track them down, and I found them. I've located them into this town, and I'm here to stop them.
Alrighty then. And...
Hi guys, I'm Anthony. I'm playing Sir Thomas Oliver. I am here in this town. I am trying to find... I heard word recently, through a few towns over, that there are supposedly some mighty weapons here that could help me protect my kingdom.
Alright. So, that's everyone's short reasoning for coming to this location, and now we begin. Now, all of you are coming up on the road. You see a sign that says infinitum this way, to your right.
Right.
Okay.
And there's a few other signs with other towns below. In the main capital of Faerun is north. The town you came from, Sir Thomas, is south, and Cranston, your hometown is east, and
that way.
you get the point. Now, you can see in the distance is the town of Infinitum.
Over there!
You can see from this distance, it's not the biggest town in the world, but it's also not small. It's a medium-sized town, and there are some very tall buildings, but not like New York City tall, more Detroit, Michigan. I'm trying to get the point. So you get the point. So the first one to come up to the town border is Sir Thomas. Then a few minutes later, Cranston, and a few minutes later, Leonitus. And go.
Not the kind of town that I'm used to running into. Smaller than the kingdom that
Maybe they'll have information that I need.
Oh, hi, I'm Cranston. Look, the less you know, the better. I'm here for my own reasons.
Well, nice to meet you, Cranston. I am Sir Thomas Oliver. I serve a royal family.
I am
Not-
Leonitus.
I've tried to go with the whole Sir thing, but Sir makes me sound very pretentious, so I'm just Billy Cranston. I'm thinking Billy is a cool way to say William, so maybe in the future it'll catch on.
Oh, one can only hope so. If it makes you sound pretentious, by all means, please call me Thomas.
All right. In the distance, you see a sparkle of light in the town.
What? Behold. What's
Maybe.
that? Could
No,
it be
it
some
can't be.
form of magic?
I used to think magic didn't exist, but at this point, yeah, it is.
It's plentiful where I come from, comrade.
All right. So I'm assuming you're going towards the light.
Yeah. There's a
Come on,
light
let's
in the
follow it.
there's a light in the distance.
See them coming closer.
Yes, indeed. All right. So you each nonchalantly walk into the town, where you're greeted by a huge crowd of onlookers, who are mainly staring at Sir Thomas, because they're not used to a knight of his caliber in their town.
Salutations, everyone. No need to worry. I am Thomas Oliver. I come in peace. I am seeking information. Does anyone know where I could find a blacksmith who is supposedly holding some ancient weapons that could help me protect my kingdom?
A fairly portly man with a nice tufted beard comes up to you and raises his hand. Yes, sir, I am a blacksmith. I know how to make many a weapon. I can make you whatever you like.
I see. You must be the one that I've heard so much legend about. Perhaps a sword or a small dagger to help me out with my arsenal.
I tap Sir Thomas Oliver on the shoulder with my quarterstaff, and
Yes, my friend.
I whisper in his ear, "How do you know this guy ain't lying to you to try to get your money and take off with it?"
While I do appreciate your concern, sir, I am a very powerful knight, and I have my ways of protecting myself. So, what's life without a little adventure? Nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. I say we follow him. What say you, Cranston?
Cranston right now he's kind of like the quiet type, so he's kind of like trying to avoid conversation. So he's like he's a little on the spectrum, so he's kind of like trying to making no eye contact and avoiding culture cues. So he's kind of like startled by the conversation starting. Yeah, sure.
All right. Now, fair blacksmith, tell me, what is your name?
Fierce.
Yes. That's a remarkable name. Please, bring us to your shop.
Will do, my new customers. Follow me. You can see he's a very jovial man. He's just glad to get a sale. All right, so a few minutes pass. You pass more crowds, and you get to Phaeus' shop. It's a nice, big, typical blacksmith shop. Forge on one side, a whole bunch of materials strewn about the place. He's not the cleanest man. So he's like, "Step in, my friends. Step in. Step in."
So when's the last time you cleaned this place, huh?
You'll have to excuse me. I'm not very good at organization.
They say the messiest people are the most brilliant people.
Oh, you compliment me, Sir Thomas. You compliment me. But anyway, what can I get you, Sir Thomas? A sword? A dagger? A shield? A polearm?
Well, my friend, I do have my trusted sword right here. It has served me well in many battles. Perhaps a shield for a better protection. Armor can only do so much as it is.
Oh, you're right, my good man. You're right. We had a knight come through here a few morns ago. His armor was so tattered, it looked like a snail's egg.
Ah, did the knight give you his name by chance?
Uh, you'll have to excuse me. My memory is not what it used to be.
Ah, it doesn't matter.
But anyway.
But where do we begin?
Well, you'll see I have some examples on the wall here. I can make you anything like that, or if you want something special.
You intrigue me. Special sounds about right for me.
Oh, yes. Now, what material would you like your shield out of, Sir Thomas?
What options do you have for me, good sir?
I have iron, I have steel, I have nyrite.
Go with the Nyrite.
Nyrite. I've heard of iron and steel, but nyrite escapes me. Tell me more about that, please.
Well, you can think of it as steel, but on preservatives.
Ah,
Take
I see.
steel, take iron. They had a glorious child.
Ah, not bad. I'd say that is the choice for me. Please,
yes.
make my shield nyrite, please.
All right. Now, well, I would like to personalize it a little bit. What is your family crest?
My family crest would be the mighty dragon.
Ooh, I love a good dragon. All right. If you'll wait about, I gotta say, 5 hours, it should be ready.
That's fair enough. This seems to be a nice, sizable town. I think we can find something to do in that time.
What about
Please?
What about What about you, Turtle Man? What can I get you?
Do you have anything made of? Do you have Telsting or Rondar or Dark Steel metal?
Ooh, dark steel. I'm afraid I used up the last bit of dark steel yesterday. The other two, I would have to go looking for.
I've tried. I don't know how many times I've tried. I tried wearing armor, but as you could, because of the shell and the way my body is, I can't wear armor. But
yeah,
I might.
Would be tough. That would be tough.
I might be able to get something in the shape of my shell to cover the top, so when I withdraw, I have that extra. I have that covering my shell to give it extra protection, but it won't hinder me from entering my shell.
That would be complicated, and I am a blacksmith.
I'm sure a blacksmith of your caliber would be able to figure out how to make that possible.
You overestimate me, sir. I am a lowly 50-year-old blacksmith from this fine town of Infinitum. I have never met a turtle.
We don't choose I'm the only one from my village, so we don't go adventuring out much unless something happens to us.
Then what happened to you?
I survived an attack.
An attack?
Yeah, when I was a youngling, a fledgling, as it were.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. We get some weirdsies around here as well. Nothing our armies can't handle usually.
But if you happen to remember anything about that night, what their name might have been, or what they looked like, that information I would greatly appreciate it if you tell me.
As I said to your knight friend there, my memory isn't what it used to be.
Yes, but some memories can come and go, so you never know. It might come back.
What
So
about you, Shy One? Can I get you anything?
You see, I'm more of a do-it-yourself type of guy, so if you have any scrap metal or anything, see, I have these two lance staff swords, and I really need to put new metal on the blades.
Scrap metal? You can find that anywhere behind my shop, my friend.
Ah,
Go,
okay.
go! You can have it for free.
Okay. This should work.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You
stop
seem to
doing
be
that.
very resourceful, my quiet friend.
I'm gonna stop doing
You
that
can say
voice
that.
because it's hurting me.
No problem, man. No
no
problem.
problem.
Anyway, keep that voice in mind, though. That's what he sounds
No
like.
problem.
All right. I'm
You were
glad
very
I'm
convincing.
glad
for the
you
record.
could find what you're looking for, my shy friend.
Why, yes.
Now, if that is all, I need to get to work on this fine man's shield.
Oh, you compliment me, sir. I thank you.
You're very welcome, my dear friend. Now, please, let me get to work.
All right, we'll leave you to it. Come, friend, let us explore.
Yes, as we exit, I asked him, "Did you even ask him how much it was going to cost to do this for you?"
Ooh. Well, luckily, I am a knight, and the king, since we've been in his servitude for so long, he was able to give me a fine sum of money to pay whatever he needs. So,
There's a reason I built these lamps myself.
yes, quite
All right.
resourceful and cost-effective.
Anyway, so you leave the fine blacksmith's shop and go back into the outer town, where, as before, there are scores of people everywhere. Shops abound. Do as you please.
All right. My friend, I don't know about you, but I've traveled a great distance, and I am feeling rather famished. What say we go into a local tavern and get something to eat and drink?
Yeah, I'm slowly getting dehydrated, so good idea.
Sure.
All right. Now your problem is finding said tavern.
All right. I gotta go check to see what my perception is, and I was going to see if I could roll for perception to spot a tavern.
Roll away.
Okay, minimize that. Bring up this. Perception. 29 on perception.
Oy vey. All right. So, looking around, you're used to. You're not used to a lot of big crowds coming from a monastery, but your keen senses pull you to a sign in the distance, and you can even read it. It says Bolof's Tavern.
There it is. I point to there it is.
Excellent. Let's go in. See how good the food is around these parts.
Am I able to get through the door?
Oh, that's a good question.
We'll come to that in a second.
These areas
Okay.
aren't really meant for turtle people, so yeah,
And
you're on your own.
All right. So you all pull up to the tavern door, and without even a knock, it swings open. The owner comes to you with a smile. A really thin, elvish woman.
Ooh, okay.
I'm not gonna do a girl voice.
It's okay, man.
So she comes up to you and says, "Oh, customers. I haven't had a customer all day. Please come in, friends. Come in. Ooh,
With pleasure.
you. never seen a turtle in my entire life.
I'm glad to be your first.
I may have to feed you out here.
That's perfectly fine.
Do you need a
Well,
table?
then, if that's the case, would you mind if we eat with our friend out here as well?
Oh no, please, please, do as you please. I didn't expect to find a turtle man at my door today. Well, you learn something new every day, don't ya? All right.
Such is the way of life.
I'll bring you. I'll bring you out some of what I have, whatever I have, anything you want. Just as long as you do have money.
Money is no object for me. My friends here, however, I don't know what their financial situation is.
How much is your? How much would it be for a salad? Some with some slivers of meat on it and some water. Be how much would that be?
Oh, we don't get much questions about salad around here. We have a lot of meat eaters around here, but I can make you a nice little salad for about 10 copper.
I only got 7.
How much will all of our meals be together?
Well, it depends on what your friends want. Oh, and
Oh,
I didn't even
well,
realize you're a knight. And she bows low.
oh, please, don't flatter me so. I'm just here on some business. My name, though, is Sir Thomas Oliver. I've come a long way, and I could use a good mutton around here.
Oh, that I have, my good sir. That I have. That'll be. Well, actually, what do you want, my shy fellow? You haven't said a word.
I'll just take a salad like him. Oh, guys, I called dibs on flirting with her. So,
Fair,
no,
whatever you desire, my friend.
you look like you're at least 19 years of age.
Oh, I can assure you, I'm way
Hi,
more than
I'm
that.
I'm Cranston, Billy Cranston, and look, I know your business needs money, but we have other ways we could pay you. If you know what I mean, miss.
Blasphemy, good sir! It is not proper for a man to speak that way to a woman.
Pathetic.
Oh wow.
Why does this never work?
I'll go get your salads and mutton. That'll altogether. Will you be paying individually or together?
Can you both afford to? Or shall I pay for this one, as a way to show my gratitude for your companionship?
Together.
Together.
All right. The mutton, the two salads. Two salads at 10
Oh,
copper.
and might I have your finest ale, please?
Oh, most definitely. That I would have given you without you asking.
Ah. Well, I do appreciate everything you've done for us, miss, so far. Can't wait to try. So, what do we owe you?
Altogether, that'll be 2 gold and a few silver.
I tossed a gold piece.
Wow,
I got the 1 gold.
Wow, this area must have a good economy.
Here's one more gold off of my part.
And
Oh, will this cover it?
might as well. I'm getting my gold. I'm getting money today. That's all that matters. She grabs your change, puts it in her change pocket. I'll get your food. Few minutes, good patrons.
Excellent. And here, have 2 silver on me for such great gratitude and service and friendly demeanor.
Oh, you flatter me. Thank you. All right, and we'll say about 5-10 minutes pass. All right.
And this actually helps me see my character sheet better. I can still see you guys in
All right.
this.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. So anyway, the nice elven woman comes back with your all your food, your 2 salads and your mutton, and she's just like, "Here's your food, gentlemen."
And the o-
Huzzah!
and the offer's still on the table, if you know what I mean.
It is. There are no tables, as you can see.
Oh, they always make excuses.
Although I will say, forward one, I am taking interest in those weapons behind your back.
Oh, see, I call them the Tricera Lance. I really like these. I don't want to explain how I found out about them, but there used to be these large lizard creatures that were hit by a meteor. The world doesn't know about them yet, but hey, I've seen things in the multiverse that you do not want to know.
Right. I like the weapons.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
that's a nice sword you have there, knight.
Why, thank you, my good man. It has been in my family for generations. It was my father's and his father's before him. And now it's in my possession. It has served me well in many battles.
I would hope so. It's beautiful.
All I have is a quarterstaff.
And it's utilitarian. But anyway, enjoy your meal, folks. Thank
Indeed,
you for your
we
patronage.
shall.
And
So
she goes back in without a word.
I say something doesn't seem quite right here.
Do tell.
Think about it. Think about it for a second. We, granted, we met at the thing, but the two people we met here as a group, since we seem to be going everywhere, the blacksmith, a person jumped right up saying, "I'm a blacksmith." Is super nice, and then we go to a bar, and the person comes out to greet us, super nice. But what's curious is she is admiring your weapons a little bit too much. It's as if she wants to take them or something. Like something feels off about this situation.
You're not a very trusting turtle, I suppose, my good friend, are you?
Well, no.
Is it not unusual for a town to be friendly towards you?
Think of the silent one. He's talking more to that bartender than ever since we've met him in a bit ago.
Oh,
And
yeah.
she
I had a boost in confidence there.
and she just so happens to, "I admire your weapons." She specifically used the phrase, "I admire the weapons on your back," and didn't compliment him. And she did the same thing to you with your sword.
Let her
But if you
try.
notice, she didn't compliment me about anything.
Ooh.
Well,
So
she said your staff was utilitarian, didn't she?
Yes, but she just said that, but she also she emphasized that she liked your stuff, so something's off about this.
Let her try and take my weapons from me, or my friend over here. As long as the food isn't poisoned, I don't think we have anything to worry about.
Yeah.
Not yet.
All right. So now a few more people are passing by, and they see you're outside of the tavern instead of inside of it. And a very small, a smaller than usual gnome comes up to you three, and it's just like the gnome comes up to you three, taps on your shins, and says, "Why aren't you three in the tavern?"
Oh, because our friend over here can't fit through the door. We didn't want to leave him alone, so we thought we'd eat out here with him.
Oh, a turtle. Very interesting. Oh,
Hello.
hi, big turtle man.
Thank you. It's nice to meet you, whoever you are. What is thy name?
My name is Mythius. What are yours?
For I am Sir Thomas Oliver, a knight of a royal family. This right here is my new friend Cranston, and over here, this big man you were admiring so much, this is Leonitus.
Leo for short.
Leo Cranston. Sir Thomas Oliver. A very interesting band of three. I wonder how it is you all met? If you don't mind.
Well, we actually all met today, as fate would have it. I was coming from the south, here seeking some weapons so I could better protect my kingdom that I come from.
And what
And
is
these
that
two,
kingdom?
we just happened to cross paths, and now I've taken a liking to them, and I hope they've taken a liking to me. So we're just taking it minute by minute.
So Thomas Oliver, is it? What kingdom do you come from?
That is an interesting question. My kingdom is the kingdom of Animaria.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
I'm not surprised. While we are a small kingdom, we are wealthy enough that we can all take care of ourselves. And thus, I've been taught that you get what you put out there. So I like to be good to people, and I expect goodness to come back to me.
Oh, well, you'll find nothing but good in this town, I assure you. Although, I did see you go into the blacksmith's a couple of hours ago.
Yes, is there something I should be wary of?
I wouldn't say wary. He's a little... if you know what I mean.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. He's a little what? A little slow, a little not all there in the head, as it were.
Not all there in the head, let's say that.
Well, can he at least produce good results? That's all I care about.
Not many people go to him anymore.
I told you should have checked the other stores first.
But
well, no one seemed to.
I'm sure he can make a weapon. Or shield, or whatever you told him to make.
Well, will it last long?
I could not tell you. As you can see per my size, I don't really ask for things of that nature.
Understood, my good friend. Well, but as long as you can avoid trouble, I guess you don't really have any need for weapons.
Did he mention strange occurrences?
No, he told us nothing of the sort.
Oh. Well, I'm going to tell you of the sort.
Ooh, do please tell if there's something we should be aware of.
You see,
Yeah,
this
that's
is...
important.
I'm not telling you to fear anything, as it were. But this town does have a legend.
Tell us.
I was going to without your forcefulness, my friend. You see, the legend in this town is that. How do I put this? Once every few hundred years or so, a few invisible forces of unknown origin come to sow chaos on the land nearby. And supposedly this chaos happened just a few hundred years ago to the date.
So you're saying that there is a very high likelihood of us running into some chaos along our adventure, as it were.
You could say it. I hope you don't. You seem like very nice fellows. But anything is possible. Good day. And he strolls off without a word.
Well then.
Sir Thomas, I don't think I told you why I'm here.
I don't believe you did, my friend.
For the last 5 years, I've been tracking down the evil demonic forces known as the Nihilocks. I believe this town is where the Nihilock cult operates. That's why I've come to the town. These forces could be the Nihilocks and their leader, Master Xandrid.
So what did I miss?
We learned of...
A gnome came by to tell you of a legend of the town.
Okay.
And
basically every so many hundred years, creatures come to sow chaos, as it were, and he said, and it just so happens that it's been a few hundred years to the date. And I said, so there's a very high likelihood of us running into chaos along the way. And he said, it's possible. I hope you don't. You seem like nice fellows. Well, good day.
Then I
And
kind of
now Cranston here is telling me why he came to this town. Or should I
it
say
kind of ties into the possible.
And the elven woman comes back out of the tavern with a worried look on her face. Did I hear the word Nylock?
Yes, you did. My friend just mentioned it. Are you familiar with them?
Unfortunately. How do I put this? Have either you or my turtle friend here heard of the Nylock?
Way too much.
Not until moments ago, when our friend Cranston here told us.
Right.
I know way too much. I cannot
Right.
expose all my information, but let's just say you do not want to know.
I'll agree with him. The Nylock, you could call them a demonic force?
That's an understatement.
This town has a history with the Nylock. There once was a band of, they weren't knights. They were like knights, but they were, let's say, protectors of this town. Their whole purpose was to stave off the Nylock. And, their last bout with them ended in their deaths.
How unfortunate. But all things do come to an end.
The legend is true.
And, Cranston, was it?
Yes.
I heard you're here to follow them?
Not to join, to defeat.
I was going to say,
end them.
Are you nuts?
Someone has to do it.
Alright. If you're looking for them, they do have a, base nearby.
Please, tell us. Don't make haste. We must find this beast. I can't allow my friend to take this on alone.
Alright. Although, I really hope your skills are up to the task. These Nylok are very vicious, and I really don't want to see you die the way our protectors did.
If you, Barkeep, I have a question. If you know about the Nylas, maybe you know something about a person named Ninjor.
You'll have to describe him. I see various faces in my business.
To her, see if she knows anything.
I've heard the name. No one of that description has come by here.
Damn.
So, my fair lady, since you've heard of the Nylok, maybe you know of a way to stave them off or defeat them, perhaps.
Have you heard of the wizard Zordon?
Yes. Yes, in my kingdom, there are talks about him throughout. Actually, no, wait, I'm sorry. I'm totally forgetting. Yes, he's a dear friend of mine.
Wait, Ninjor's real? I thought it was just a legend.
Talking about Zordon now, not Ninjor. But yes, the wizard Zordon. I'm very close with him.
I scratched my head. Who's that?
Oh, Zordon, he's a venerable wizard in this whole land. Pretty much everyone knows him.
Yes, but I didn't know it was all true. I thought he was just a legend.
Oh, he's very real, my friend. And very kind, as he is powerful.
From what I've heard, he's evil.
Nonsense.
Well, I highly suggest you go find Zordon. He will know way more about how to defeat the Nylok than I.
Yes. Zordon is known for his wisdom. Fortunately... What was that?
If what you say is true, we need to find this Zordon.
Come, my friends. We must locate my other friend. A very powerful ally indeed. But unfortunately, he doesn't stay in one place for long. We might be looking for a while.
So,
very well.
I hope you enjoyed your meals?
Very much.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Yes.
Alright, good luck with the Nylok.
And keep yourself safe as long as you can. As we say in my kingdom, may the power protect you.
Of course. And, I guess you as well. Good day. And
good day.
Hastily closes the door and triple locks it.
I look at the knight, Sir Thomas. Before we leave, should we go get your shield?
I don't think enough time has passed. But perhaps...
She did say a few hours have passed. And we've been talking for a while, so...
Oh. Well then, let's go. Yes, by all means, let's go to that blacksmith.
Alright. So, right about then, you hear screams. And a crowd of people crowded around the blacksmith's door.
Look! What are they doing?
And so you pull through the crowd, and the blacksmith is dead.
No!
I hope he had good life insurance.
This is not the time for jokes, Cranston. Does anyone know what happened to him?
Alright. So, at this point, everyone's pretty much in chaos. There's screams left and right. No one can really hear you.
So,
Ugh.
At this point, a booming voice comes from behind the crowd, and Sir Thomas, you recognize the voice. I
No.
think I can help.
No. Is
See,
it really you?
he pushes himself through the crowd on his magical staff. Ah, Sir Thomas, good to see you, my friend.
Zordon. It's a pleasure to see you again, my friend.
Of course. A turtle.
This is Leonitus.
A turtle monk?
I have a hidden talent, but yes, I did train as a monk.
Very interesting. And those are very interesting weapons behind you, my friend. Cranston.
I believe Zordon is referring to you, Cranston.
Who, me?
You?
Yeah. You see, I've seen a lot of the multiverse stuff. You do not want to know, but
I don't.
I based it off of these creatures called the dinosaurs. There's this one called the Triceratops. It's like a big lizard with 3 horns, and
Oh yes, I know what you're referring to. But did you make those yourself?
yes,
Oh,
as you can
okay.
see, my blue. I would say they weren't originally blue. It was originally like a steel, unpainted, rusty. But
All right. There's a dead man here I need to attend to.
yeah, I forgot
Russel.
about him.
Zordon is here to help. We should let him do his work. Zordon, what can you tell us about this man? How was he killed?
I couldn't tell you how he died. I'm not a doctor. But I can tell you it was obviously bloody. And,
Kill a blacksmith.
that's a very good
A
question.
whitesmith.
Please, this is not the time for jokes.
Oh, he's been getting on my case. He is a new friend, after all, Zordon, but hopefully we won't have to put him in his place. Please, continue.
Anyway, by the scene, was this place messy like this before I got here?
Yes, he's not the cleanest person around. He told
Alright,
us.
so I guess there's no sign of a struggle. Except, is that blood dripping on my face?
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Look up.
Alright, so you all, I'm assuming you're all looking up to see what's dripping on everyone's faces?
Yeah.
So you all look up, and there's a very distinctive symbol on the ceiling.
Oh no, not again.
And it's the Nylock symbol.
Well,
Not again. Cranston, do you know what this means?
oh yes, I do.
Enlighten us, my friend. Tell us. Is it the Nylock symbol?
Yes, they're humans, evil humans, trying to bring the Nihilocks here onto Earth.
And wait a minute. Cranston, is that your name?
Yes, Billy Cranston, Your Honor.
Billy. How do you know about the Nylock?
See, I know a guy who knows a guy who knows the morphing grid, and
The morphing grid, right. I need to take you all to my command center, as it were. We really shouldn't be talking about this here.
I agree, Zordon.
yes,
Come, my friend.
command center.
but,
Interesting.
we should call a funeral home or something to tend to this man.
But Zordon, we just got to this town. We're unfamiliar with everything. and everyone is
all
here
right,
is too much chaos to help.
he pounds his staff on the ground, and it kind of makes a bellish noise,
Oh, okay.
kind of to get everyone's attention.
Ah,
And
okay,
he
yeah, I could believe that.
and he magically raises his voice again, and he's just like, "Everybody, does anyone know a coroner?" And someone pops up, and it's just like a very timid woman pops up, and it's just like, yes, Zordon, your greatness. The coroner's that way. He's actually on his way right now, I would assume. He has a very uncanny sense of death.
That sounds troubling.
And Zoron's
All
just like, a sense of death? I don't want to know. And then, just as the woman says, pops up about 3 minutes later, the coroner pops up and is just like, "Come on, let me through. Where's the deceased?"
Right here, sir.
Oh, that's bloody. I don't like bloody. Oh, anyway, that's what his voice sounds like.
Gotcha.
Hurt my throat. That's bloody. I don't like bloody. Alright. Please, out of the way. And he hoists the body over his shoulder, and then goes back to his office without another word.
My character looks at the two party members. Should we salvage what we can from this man's hut or thing?
No, better to respect the dead, I'd say. Unless he finished my shield before his untimely passing.
Yes, but if he finished it, you would have to pay for it. But wouldn't it be considered stealing if you do not pay for it? If
He's
you did
dead.
not.
The guy's dead. We can get it for free.
And I'm as a monk, I was taught not to waste anything. Use anything and everything you can.
Alright, so Zoron at this point is not even paying attention to your conversation. He's investigating the entire hut. What he's looking for, only the Lord knows. So this has been Rangerverse Medieval D&D. If you liked what you saw, please like, subscribe, hit that bell, and join the Facebook group that I will be creating, Rangerverse D&D, on Facebook. So with that, I'm Trevor.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Jack.
I'm Brandon.
We will see you next time.
Next time.